Thank you for inviting me, Michael. I'm truly honored. My journey is completely the other scale of Ron's. And I've been with the Academy since August 2022. And I would say, but my trading journey started when I spoke to Brandon in November 2022. And this is really for the new person and my take on what I've got from Impulse and where I am so far, because it's still very, very early stages into my trading journey. And I never thought that I would even be where I am right now. And that's all thanks for me with Impulse. I know nothing different. I got caught in a trading web. I'm going to call it a web, because when I joined the company, I had no idea what I was doing, no idea where to go. And when I found Impulse and I only concentrated on Impulse, everything changed. And I hope you don't mind, but I've taken a slightly different approach in terms of, for any new person, when they're joining or where to start or what do they do, I would always say, start with Impulse. Start with the boot camp before you get on any go live sessions. Just work your way through the boot camps. That's certainly what I did anyway on Impulse, and I wrote it all down. And then I joined a go live every single day. I've never missed one since. And I just follow everything that I've been taught. And I just wrote a few things down. I hope you don't mind me sharing it this way, but this is really what I've got from it so far. As I said, I would really start for any new person with the boot camp, and don't get caught in that trading web. As I say, that's a different story, and I'll go into that another time. And share what you learn with others. You know, share what you learn and not what you earn. That's another thing I always like to say. And show people what it can do for them and how it's helped you. And like, just really start at the beginning and be open to be taught from scratch. You know, trading is not easy, and Impulse simplifies that. The key to what I get from it is price direction. And if you understand price direction, then you can trade, and Impulse does that for you. It simplifies it. Everything is simple. Not trading, but Impulse makes it simple for people like myself. That's certainly what I found from it. I started with something small, small scalping moves. I got taught an exclusive technique from Dr. Josh, which is something called flat tops, flat bottoms. If no one has any idea where to start, for me, that was simple and something I could understand, and I could manually come into my trades and execute my trades and work to my objective trade system, to be honest, that I've been taught from Dr. Josh Lee. And I just follow it to the limit. And I've had huge success in terms of where I'm at right now with what I've been taught so far. But my journey is very, very early on. So I am truly honored that, for one, I'm making those flyers every week, and I never thought I'd be where I was already, if I'm honest. So to any person coming into this, Impulse makes it as simple process as possible. And I agree with Ron, how Dr. Josh Lee has taught me has been game changing for me and my trading. What else would I share with people? Here you get to master the skill for life. Where else can you get to do that? You get taught how to fish, not just be handed the fish. Remember why you started, and that was actually to learn how to trade and not to copy trade. And that's what I love. You've got nothing to compare yourself to, and sometimes that may be out of your comfort zone. But at the end of the day, you're trading and you're being taught something for life, and that is a skill set that no one can ever take away from you. That's some of the things that Impulse has given me.
And just to interrupt your flow there for a second.
Oh no.
Just a couple of points, you know. For one, I think I missed it. I'm sure you said at the beginning. How long have you been using this tool?
Since November 2022.
Okay, perfect. And so I just want to emphasize one thing that I love. Ron said this, and you said this, is the fact that this is a trend tool, and
Yes,
identifying trend, and you could actually, like, say if you had a strategy that you loved, but you're just getting your ass kicked in it because you're always on the wrong side of things, you can actually use impulse with any strategy that you want. They teach great strategies. And then just for the people watching this, Ron mentioned some different ways to trade, and Stella just mentioned the flat top, flat bottom. If any of these things vibe with you, like if you're vibing with Stella and you're like, man, I'm in that same position, I want something simple and easy. When you go to the Go Live channel and you go to the favorites, they actually have a video there, and I've got it right here. I'm looking at it. The Impulse exclusive flat top and flat bottom scalping strategy, right? They've got a video in there for every little thing. That's your favorite, right? That one right there?
it is. And they did, like, it actually started off as just one session, and then it became an exclusive because they went into it in huge detail and then would add, I don't want to confuse people that have no idea where to start, but you can add to your trading style whilst using it. And I think it makes you feel in control of your trading when you're able to manually close out and have an entry reason, but also have an exit reason, and not to marry the trade, have no emotions to it, what you're trading, and like have a reason to be able to come out of a trade as well as be in one. It's not all about just like a huge risk to reward ratio, in my humble opinion. For me, my journey has been like more in terms of the short term scalping, not long trades. That basically means, for anyone that doesn't know. And then I add to it. I add to my trading as I've been learning. And then you can add things like the 2 wave pattern to your flat tops, your flat bottoms. And that's really what I've got from it. And just be consistent with what you do. You don't need to be looking for every single strategy. I understand every single indicator. I understand every single indicator, what it does, but you don't have to feel like you've got hundreds and hundreds of favorite sessions and recordings from Brandon and Dr. Josh Lee. But if you find something that works, you don't have to keep looking for every last strategy.
Yeah,
like, use something that works for you.
That's a really good point. You only need one. You only need one strategy. And the same thing when we teach smart money, there's a lot of ways to do it, and any one of them, will help you accomplish the goals that you need to accomplish. You don't need to stack 6 or 7 of them like Ron did, but some people like doing that, and that's what's great about this is just, it'll fit for whatever your personality is. You just want one, make it simple and go on with your life. You got it here. So
yeah, point. Absolutely. And just don't become emotionally attached to any trade setup, and I'd say don't marry it. And there was one thing that I was told really, really early on, and I'm going to read this because if it helps anybody, I've had many people reach out to me in their trading journey asking me what's worked for me. Sorry, I'm just trying to find it here and actually, but basically what it is how can I explain? Sorry, Michael, give me 2 seconds because I just wrote this down and I wanted to share this, but feel free to just ask me whilst I'm just trying to find it.
That's okay. Yeah, take your time. Look, I can edit this stuff too, but yeah, take your time, find it. I mean,
so this was something that when people often they start and then people can feel overwhelmed and they may feel like it's not, you hear many people say, oh, it's not working for me, or like I don't understand price direction, like I'm getting in too late in the trades, or like things like that, or people think it's something that they're doing wrong. And this was something that is really, really helpful for me. And it is, price is always going to go where price is going to go. It doesn't even know that you exist. It has no emotion to you or your feelings. Neither should you to it. The only thing that is current is the current candle. And you're going to take wins and you're going to take lessons. And lessons we learn from. I love lessons. I don't want them all the time, but I learn from my lessons, and that has no reflection on you.
Awesome.
That's one of the biggest things I got.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. It's all powerful stuff. All powerful stuff. And so so you already did, okay, so I think we get everything there. We get your strategy and the process. All right, that's awesome, Stella. I want to thank you for sharing. I think that's all I got from you. Excellent stuff there, and I love the fact that you're just focusing on one thing, and that's the simplest way to do it. So thank you very much for that.
Yeah, don't overcomplicate it and enjoy your journey.